Good evening. It's just about to turn evening, so good evening to you all. One thing that whenever I come up on podium, I need to be really cautious about this one at least, because I'm vertically challenged, and at times people don't see me. I think this is set up nice, and so we'll get started. So I represent an organization called SPIRE Technologies. We are based out of Bangalore. I oversee business development function for them based out of India. So it includes sales and strategic alliance with key partners. Right. So that said, I'll quickly jump into the agenda. I'm going to spend a little time, very little time, talking to you about what we do and why we exist, because that I believe will also tell what kind of people we need to attract or we attract. The second question is, are we a dream company to work for? Everybody in the organization believes so, and we're here to demonstrate a few key components of that. And the third thing is the summary, followed by a quick question and answers. Now, the reason for existence of SPIRE is connected to all the stuff that we hear these days. Now, it could be social, it could be mobility, it could be analytics, Internet of Things, so on and so forth. Because every time somebody interacts with a system through any device, he leaves digital footprints, and that's that becomes unstructured, big unstructured data, data that's not structured, and that's where our organization comes in, or the reason for our existence. Just to flip through, we're talking here the workflow automation. So in 1900s, it so happened that a lot of organizations went in, automated a lot of systems and so on and so forth. In the early 2000s, people put them on the internet, and that led to a convergence of a lot of information. And today, that manifested into big data. Some estimates peg this figure as the last 2 years of data that we that we have created. It's equal to 80% of the data that's there on the internet. So, but then while on the one end the big data throws up a lot of challenges, etc. It throws a lot of opportunities, etc. It has its own set of problems, because it's very unstructured and things like that. So the data by itself is inherently dumb, and you need some robots or some machine learning algorithms to basically mine them, analyze them in a context, so that you could go deep into each of these aspects and understand behaviors, key traits, so on and so forth, and then improve decision making. So that said, that's where SPIRE actually comes into play. So we are an algorithmic intelligence company. To put it in right context, we are a context intelligent company specializing in crunching, comprehending, and analyzing very large volume of unstructured data to provide insights and intelligence at lightning speed to improve decision making. So a bit about the company. It was founded in 2007. So between 2007 and 2008, it was more of conceptualization of this idea. 2008 to 2014, it was the research and development and developing the core engine, which we call it as SIP. It's SPIRE's contextual intelligence platform. And in 2015, we went mobile and a social enabled apps, etc. In 2016, we about to launch a full-scale launch of HR predictive analytics, right? Then from a financial standpoint, we're well funded. We've had two fundings, one from the non-institutional investors, the second one from the institutional investors. As we speak, we're going to raise another $30 million. Roughly around that in the next 6 to 9 months. Now, so what we do is, we work on cutting-edge technology. So what we do is, we basically, look at the unstructured demand and supply, and then put them on our cloud and contextually analyze each of these components to help you match demand and supply. Sorry.